Hey folks. Welcome to the December 2025 NoiseLetter. There are no gimmicks or skits today as we're taking a quick look back on all the crunchy goodness GreyNoise was up to in 2025. Thank you for sticking with us through yet another year and resisting the urge to hit that unsubscribe button. We do appreciate you. So let's dive into what we've been up to at GreyNoise and what December brought to the internet's doorstep. Now, 2025 was a big year for GreyNoise. Let's run through some of the highlights. Our global observation grid tracked over 21 million unique IP addresses this year. That's a lot of internet noise to sift through, so you don't have to. We built over 1,600 tags covering over 1,400 CVEs. So when something starts getting exploited in the wild, we are on it. The team published 60 blog posts, including our original early warning signals research that helps defenders get ahead of emerging threats before they become headlines. And on the product side, we shipped a lot. GreyNoise Experiments launched as our playground for non-product mini apps that's built on top of our data. And we released the GreyNoise MCP server for those of you integrating with agentic AI. I said agentic. One second. My liver is so not going to survive with this AI drinking game in the mix in 2026. Anyway, GreyNoise Block went live, giving smaller organizations a fast, affordable way to deploy real-time block lists. GreyNoise Check lets anyone see if their IP has been conscripted into a botnet or residential proxy network. We launched At the Edge, our weekly threat reports with IOCs shipped directly to customers. And GreyNoise Feeds now delivers our data however you want to consume it. And for the React to Shell campaign specifically, which we will talk a little bit more about later, we built the React to Shell Payload Explorer so you can dig through exactly what thousands of IPs have been slinging at our sensors. Expect more, a lot more in 2026. December was also busy on the research front, and there's 4 pieces I think that are worth highlighting. Earlier in the month, we published findings on a hidden pattern within months of credential-based attacks against Palo Alto Global Protect. We traced client fingerprints across infrastructure that changed over time but maintained tooling continuity. That means the same fingerprint showed up targeting SonicWall Sonic OS APIs the very next day. Infrastructure may rotate, but the fingerprints will always tell the real story. Then came good old React to Shell, the Log4j of 2025. The CVE hit and opportunistic exploitation followed pretty fast afterwards. Our initial coverage documented the observation grid catching automated probes and PowerShell stagers from day one. It's standard modern ops. They do some cheap math validation to prove there's an exploitation environment available. Then they toss in encoded downloaders, AMSI bypasses, nothing too novel. But this high throughput made it worth blocking immediately. We actually did an emergency storm watch on that, so you can dig into the feed after this if you haven't watched that and you want to see what we found. We also followed that up with a deeper payload analysis. We had an opportunity to cluster over 50,000 unique payloads and found a couple interesting outliers. A few showed signs of LLM-assisted code generation with comments that referred to the user's example and overly educational explanations that no real malware author would write for themselves. So while the AI apocalypse has not arrived yet, we are seeing early experiments, and we will probably continue to see more use of it in opportunistic exploitation in 2026. Around mid-month, we were tracking a coordinated campaign that was targeting both Cisco SSL VPN and Palo Alto Global Protect. There's over 10,000 IPs that were hitting them, these portals in a single day, all from 3XK tech infrastructure. And the very next day, the same tooling pivoted to Cisco. Same fingerprints again, different targets. Again, more campaign behavior, not just opportunistic scanning. And this is probably going to be the norm for 2026. Now, if you're one of those crazy people who want to see us in person in January, we do have you covered. The SANS Cyber Threat Intelligence Summit runs from January 26th to February 2nd in Washington, D.C. We will be there talking about what we're seeing across the observation grid and how defenders can put that intelligence to work. And we're also running our monthly GreyNoise University live on January 29th. If you want contact-free, hands-on learning for how to get the most out of GreyNoise data, this is your chance. Well, that's the December NoiseLetter. If you found this useful, please do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. The algorithm demands tribute, and I am not above begging as I demonstrate every month. So here's to a 2026 with fewer 0 days, faster patches, and attackers who keep making mistakes. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in February.